You know when you imagine a trip to Japan, this is what you imagine. Staying in one of these Japanese ryokans with the bamboo floors, with the sliding paper doors, and outside of this window, a view of Mount Fuji. Welcome to Lake Kawaguchiko. We've done 5 days in Tokyo, eaten everything, seen everything, and nearly wrestled everything. And now we're heading to Lake Kawaguchiko, to the base of Japan's most iconic mountain, Mount Fuji. The bucket list here is a short one. See Fuji, sleep in a ryokan, soak in an onsen, and eat the famous noodles. Simple. What we didn't plan for is spending most of our time here staring at a very large, very stubborn cloud.
It's hard to believe there's a mountain behind this cloud.
And we soon discover it's much harder to see Mount Fuji than it seems. We start at Tokyo Station, navigating the Shinkansen, Japan's bullet train. This is quite possibly one of the longest trains I've ever seen in my life. And now we have to walk 15 carriages down to carriage 15. We're taking it to Mishima, picking up a car and driving to Kawaguchiko. We're doing it because we're heading onwards afterwards to Kyoto, and we don't have to backtrack all the way back to Tokyo, and there's a lot around the lake that you need a car for. Tokyo Station has ready-made bento boxes lined up for travellers, only in Japan. The Shinkansen is clean and quiet as the scenery flies by, and before you know it, you've been transported to another place. We are currently travelling 270 kilometers an hour. Fuji is notoriously shy, so to get a glimpse of it from the train feels pretty special. But little did we know this might be the only Fuji we'd be seeing today. We get off at Mishima's train station, grab a 7-Eleven acai smoothie as per usual.
That's delicious.
We picked up our little whip, which is the little Japanese Toyota Aygo outside, and we are heading to Lake Kawaguchi. We ended up going in the wrong lane, and we're in some kind of special fast pass lane, and we couldn't get in. So they've had to close the lane behind us, send a special guy out to come and help us get through. We're on the scenic drive now to Kawaguchi after managing to get through the tolls finally. But it is so easy to drive in Japan. Everyone follows the traffic rules. The roads are big, open and wide. It's definitely one of the easiest countries in the world that I've ever driven in.
A tip I'd say, we only just discovered this because we've had to pay for the tolls. When you get your car, put the no toll route on. It's meant to be more scenic drive and also toll free.
We chose to stay in the north of the lake so that we can hopefully see Mount Fuji and the lake together, which we should be able to see from our hotel room. The town around the lake feels like a tiny mountain town with spaced out streets and single-story buildings. These tiny squish Suzukis make me laugh so much. They're so compact. First up is always a coffee and a Basque cheesecake at 3e Marche Cafe and Roastery, because Japan does Basque cheesecake so well. In Tokyo, someone sent me a list of vegan places to visit across the whole of Japan, and this next spot was on that list. It is definitely more traditional here than from when we came in Tokyo. Currently sat on bamboo mats on the floor. This veggie-katsu was so deep and rich in flavour. My first curry in Japan. That is delicious. That's so good. With this wobbling tofu and whatever these things were. There's a picture of the owner drying these in the menu, and I thought, we've got to try it. That is delicious. Arigatou gozaimasu. Outside, and Fuji is shrouded in cloud. It's a sacred mountain in Shinto mythology guarded by a goddess. Kono Hana Sakuya Hime, the spirit of the cherry blossoms. When her husband doubted the child she was carrying was his, she walked straight into a burning house to prove her loyalty and gave birth unharmed, surrounded by flames. And ever since, she's been worshipped as the deity of the mountain itself. And those clouds, well, some say they never really left. This is where we're going to be staying. And that is the lake with Mount Fuji hidden in cloud behind us.
I don't think we need to go to any viewpoints. We've got such a sick view.
We're staying in a traditional ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn with tatami floors and futon beds.
So, if you follow me through, I'll take you through. So we've got the traditional straw mats that I think basically we're sleeping on. We're not sleeping on, we've got to make our own beds. So the bedding is in here. So we've got our mattresses, our pillows, duvets, and I think these are our bed sheets. And then over here, we've got some robes that we can use for dinner time. I thought I'd save the best till the end. We've got this amazing view of Fuji just from our window. You can't really see it too much at the moment because it is a little bit cloudy at the top, but this is quite ideal.
Onsens are Japan's natural hot springs. There are thousands of them courtesy of all that volcanic activity bubbling beneath the surface. Traditionally, you go in nude and it's separated by gender. We arrive at Fuji Yurari Onsen. There's no camera inside for obvious reasons.
That was incredible, and I don't think I've ever been to an onsen or spa like it. It was like the kind of thing that in the UK you'd pay 10 times as much for. They've got these indoor pools, these outdoor pools, and there was this moment where I was sitting there with like 4 naked old Japanese dudes looking at half of Mount Fuji appearing as the sun is setting. And it was pretty epic. It was so much of like a public bath cleaning experience. It really gives you a glimpse into like old school Japan.
Relaxing experience. Not many tourists either.
There is something also freeing about just being nude with like 50 other people.
And we're back in our robes, back at the ryokan, ready for a traditional Japanese dinner.
Personalised teppanyaki, where I'm going to fry off the beef on the teppanyaki. And then I've got some tempura shrimp, sashimi with tuna and scallops, and some sort of octopus pickled salad, and a Chinese cabbage dumpling. Looks amazing and super fresh.
And it's time to turn in for the night because we're up early.
It is 5:30 in the morning and still cloudy, but apparently it's meant to clear up, so it's time to head up to the pagoda.
The most famous spot to see Fuji lies atop a hill, Chureito Pagoda. But on the overcast drive to the pagoda, something otherworldly appears in the distance, glowing orange like it's from another planet. Oh my god! That's Fuji!
Wow.
That's Fuji! We could see nothing, and then out of nowhere, it just popped up out of the clouds. It doesn't look real, does it? It looks like a painting.
Wow.
Wow. Just as soon as it comes, it goes back into the clouds.
We're about to climb the steps up to the pagoda. Please beware, there is a bear in the area. I like that it's like singular bear. Like they know there's one bear that's hassling people. We are here at 6:30 in the morning and there is already a lot of people.
We spiral around the pagoda and the view is pretty special over the towns below, but the mountain is still in cloud. So we wait and we wait and we wait, but still nothing. And hours later, it's time to head down and give up. But life works in these mysterious ways, and as soon as you're not looking, of course it appears. Our route home takes us via a Lawson supermarket with Fuji looming overhead, an iconic postcard spot. And it sounds weird to be driving around looking for different places to see the same thing and admire it, but when you're there in person, seeing it, you can't stop looking at it and just how breathtaking a sight it really is.
Fuji! I'm so glad we got to see it. It is very majestic.
These houses are amazing as well.
We've done some stuff, but it's still early. Pre-breakfast, in fact. So we head back to the Ryokan, and my veggie breakfast today is this single piece of broccoli and an egg. But the best part of all of this is the view from our floor bed, a window with a postcard-perfect shot of Fuji in the background. When you imagine coming to Japan, this is the moment you imagine, and it's even better than we could have ever dreamt. We're north of the lake, and it's true aesthetic Japan as we stroll lakeside with markets sprinkled either side.
And also the bit of the lake that we're staying on is also the bit that it seems like everyone is coming to take pictures and videos, and we can actually just see it from where we're staying.
With so much Fuji hunting, I think we've earned ourselves some matcha. Can you think of anything more Japanese than having a Sakura matcha with a window view of Mount Fuji?
We are at Brand New Day Coffee. I think it's a brand new day, and we are having coffee.
Oh, so cool.
Oishi also has a famous garden, which is absolutely heaving, but with rows and rows of colourful flowers with an incredible backdrop. From thinking we were destined to see clouds and lake, we've had the best morning.
You know when you see something in real life and you just can't stop looking at it? That is like this moment here.
But we can see the forecast for clouds roll in, so we're heading to another spot. Up another hill is Tenku no Torii, a distant worship site for Mount Fuji.
And we have navigated these windy roads, but you know what? The payoff's been good because we managed to park right near the top. It's only 5 minutes walk to the top of this viewpoint now.
And the viewpoint has these red Torii gates with Fuji peeping behind. And it's from here you can really feel the spiritual energy of the mountain. It's unlike anything around it. To complete the full circle, we head back up the pagoda while Fuji is now in sight.
We came to this exact spot earlier this morning, and there was maybe like 5 or 6 people here. Now, there are literally hundreds, these giant tour buses, loads of tour buses, dumping people off from day trips. So the streets are so crowded now. As well as that, there's trains coming in as well. It's super busy.
Compare this to the stairs this morning. It is night and day.
But there she is. And just before the clouds roll in, we see her with the pagoda in front. The marketing tactic here seems to be stick Fuji in front of anything and sell it to tourists. Fuji apples, Fuji sweets, and Fuji mochi. But I respect the hustle.
These apples are literally the size of my head.
These non-ice mochis are so nice.
This area isn't only famous for Fuji, it's also known for Hoto, a regional noodle dish that's basically Yamanashi's soul food.
So they are a wide, flat noodle served in like a miso broth. And it's meant to be like a hearty mountain meal that is specifically from this kind of Mount Fuji area.
And we head to Kanui-kuya. Out comes this giant bowl of noodle soup. These Hoto noodles are super fresh and soft with this mountain-type bucket of spiced broth.
That's so nice.
A soft noodle.
We're finally completing our Kawaguchiko bucket list. Fuji doesn't care about your itinerary or your golden hour or the fact you've climbed 400 steps before breakfast. It comes when it wants to and it does what it does. And you really understand when you're here why people have been worshipping this mountain for thousands of years. We came here expecting a postcard, but we got something you can't really plan for. A mountain that made us wait, but was undeniably worth it. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe to the channel because we're heading next to the F1 race in Suzuka and then onwards to Kyoto, and I'm sure I've got a travel guide that would be useful.